At Semrush, we spent over $170 million on sales and marketing in 2025. And one of the biggest lessons we've learned is this. Digital marketing doesn't just work because you picked the right place to promote something. It works when you understand the customer well enough to know where they look, what they need to hear, and what will move them forward. The problem is that most beginners are taught digital marketing channel by channel. So if you're new to it, digital marketing can quickly start to feel like a bunch of separate topics with their own language. You're told to learn SEO, then paid ads, then social media, email marketing, influencer marketing, content marketing, and now AI search. That's a lot to take in. But digital marketing gets easier to understand when you stop learning each topic separately and start seeing the system they're all part of. So in this video, I am going to show you the framework for understanding how digital marketing works as a whole, so every channel, tactic, and tool starts to make sense. What is digital marketing really? Digital marketing is the process of using online channels to help the right person find, understand, trust, and buy from your business. Those channels can include Google, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, email, ads, AI search, review sites, or your own website. But those channels are only the delivery system. The real work starts way before that. The real work is understanding who your customer is, what they need, and where they might be looking for help. Let's say that you are marketing a note-taking app. You could promote that app in a dozen different places. But first, you need to understand, what problem are you trying to solve? A student may want cleaner lecture notes. A manager may want better meeting follow-ups. A creator may want one place to save ideas before they completely forget them. It is the same product, but each person has a different need, and that changes the marketing. It changes where you show up, what you say, what you prove, and what next step you ask for. The student might search on Google or YouTube. The manager might respond to a LinkedIn post or a product comparison. The creator might discover the app through a short video, a newsletter, or an AI recommendation. So the first question shouldn't be, which channels should we use? The first question is, what are people already trying to do, and where does that need show up online? This is where digital marketing starts, and it ends when someone takes the right next step. So for the rest of this video, I want you to picture digital marketing as a journey with 5 stages: demand, discovery, message, trust, and action. Let's start with stage 1, demand. Demand is the underlying need, problem, or desire that makes someone interested in what you're offering. Without demand, a great product has no reason to exist, and therefore a good ad, social media post, video, or landing page has nothing to connect with. For the note-taking app, let's focus on one customer. Say a college student is preparing for exams and has pages and pages of messy lecture notes. The real demand isn't, I want a note-taking app. The real demand is a student hoping to achieve their educational goals of needing a better way to turn their notes into something readable so that they can be successful. Understanding that story gives your marketing a clearer starting point. One version starts with the product. The other starts with the problem the customer is already trying to solve. That's why demand comes first. It tells you what problem your marketing needs to speak to before you worry about the platform, format, or campaign type. Once you understand that, the next question is where the problem shows up. That is stage 2, discovery. Discovery is where and how people first come across your brand, product, or content. This is where channels start to matter. Every channel has a different job because people look for help in different ways. For the student with messy lecture notes, discovery might happen on Google while searching for study methods. It could happen on YouTube while watching videos about exam prep. Or it could happen through an AI tool when the student asks for apps that can organize notes for studying. The channel depends on the behavior. This is the key idea. You don't choose a channel because it's popular. You choose it because it matches how people look for help. If your customer is searching for the problem, SEO can help you show up. If your customer learns through video, YouTube or short-form content might make more sense. If your customer is comparing options, comparison pages and AI search visibility become much more important. That's why learning more about your ideal customer behavior is so important. You want to show up in the right places before the customer has even started looking. But what happens once they discover you? The next job is helping them understand why your product is worth considering. That is stage 3, message. While discovery helps people find you, your message helps them understand you. In my experience, clarifying the message is where a lot of digital marketing struggles. Because getting attention is one thing. Making someone understand why your product is relevant to them is a whole other thing. A person may click on your ad, visit your landing page, watch your video, or open one of your comparison pages. But if they can't quickly understand what you do, who it's for, and what problem it helps with, they're going to move on. For the note-taking app, a broad message about taking better notes may be easy to understand, but it's not specific enough to feel useful. A student preparing for exams needs to see how the app helps with studying. So the message should connect the product to that situation. It could focus on turning messy lecture notes into organized study material. That gives a student a clearer benefit and increases their likelihood of purchasing. Once someone finds you, your marketing needs to make the value clear in the context of the problem they already have. After that, the next question is whether they believe you. That's stage 4, trust. How can you instill trust in someone you have never met? People don't act on every message they understand and even connect with. They look for proof that what you've said is true. That proof can come from reviews, product demos, comparison pages, customer examples, useful content, or third-party recommendations. For the note-taking app, the student may understand that the product can turn messy lecture notes into study material, but they may still wonder if it actually works. A product demo can show the app in action. A student review can make the claim feel a lot more believable and relatable. A comparison page can help show how the app is different from other note-taking tools. And a helpful study guide can show that the brand understands the problem. Your marketing has to reduce doubt before it asks for action. Once someone believes your product can help, the next question is simple. What should they do next? That is stage 5, action. Once your potential customer understands your product and believes that they can help, the next step is to show them how to take action. This is where someone moves from considering your product to doing something about it. For the note-taking app, that could mean installing the app. In e-commerce, action might mean buying the product. In SaaS, it might mean starting a free trial. For a service business, it could mean booking a call. The action really depends on the business model, but the job is the same. Your marketing has to make the call to action clear enough for someone to move forward. That could be a sign-up, purchase, booking, download, or a subscription. If people are interested but don't act, the campaign has not done its full job yet. But for marketers, the work doesn't stop there. Now you need to understand what happens across the customer's journey. That's where measurement comes in. Measurement is how marketers learn from what happened after a campaign runs. It tells you what worked, what didn't work, and what should change next. A campaign can get impressions, but no clicks. It can get clicks, but no conversions. It can get conversions, but low-quality leads. And it can get leads, but no revenue. Each result helps you investigate a different part of the system. Low visibility may mean people are not discovering you. Weak clicks may mean the message is not strong enough. Poor conversion may point to a trust or action problem. Depending on what you're measuring, you might look at data from tools like Google Analytics, Google Search Console, Semrush's AI Visibility Toolkit, ad platforms, social analytics, or your CRM. The point of measuring the outcome of your digital marketing campaign is to connect the numbers back to the journey. Demand, discovery, message, trust, and action. If something is working, you can do it more. If something is weak, you can improve that part instead of changing everything at once. That is how digital marketing gets better over time. You launch, you measure, you learn, you improve, and then you run the system again. The takeaway? Think systems first. If there's one thing I'd want you to take away from this video, it's this. Don't treat digital marketing like a list of channels to master. Treat it like a system for moving the right person from problem to decision. Once you see it that way, SEO, ads, social media content, AI search, and all other digital channels become easier to understand. Because now you know that all those channels have just one job, and that's helping people who need your product. Find your brand, understand your product, trust your promise, and take action. If you want to continue learning, Semrush Academy has a library of free courses taught by leading experts. I'll leave links to a few relevant courses in the description. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to join a community of marketers learning how to get better results from digital marketing. We post new videos every week. If you want to see how experienced marketers think about growth beyond the basics, check out the video next. Thanks for watching and see you soon.